At this moment, the bus driver had no clue he was speeding into the adventure park. Nick began a wild race, and Little Black was thrilled, not realizing his first crazy ride was with a SWAT officer. Nick chased down the bus honking like crazy. The passengers thought he was nuts, but little did they know the bus had exceeded 50 mph and the bomb. He quickly revealed his identity, but the speed was too high for anyone to hear him, so he had Little Black write there's a bomb on board. Little Black almost stumbled over from the wind. The note flew out and stuck right in the bus windshield, leaving the driver utterly speechless. His instinct was to slam on the brakes, but Nick sensed danger and quickly stopped him, changing lanes to the right side of the bus, reminding the driver to keep speed above 50 mph, otherwise dire consequences awaited. Nick urgently ordered Little Black to seek backup. The officers didn't expect Walter White was behind the explosion. Nick was laser-focused on saving lives and needed to figure out how to get onto the bus. For the mission, Little Black's car had to be sacrificed. Nick swiftly opened the driver's door, crashing the bus into it. Little Black was heartbroken seeing this, but saving lives comes first. Nick didn't have time to think and had Little Black take over driving, matching the bus speed, but the car went full-on rogue, crashing right into a barricade, totaling it in an instant. Thankfully, he was unscathed. Once on the bus, Nick knew he couldn't share the bomb news with the passengers. That would send them into a frenzy. But then a bearded guy noticed Nick's cop uniform and whipped out a gun, planning to shoot Nick. Nick hurriedly explained he wasn't here to arrest him and even lowered his weapon to calm the guy down, but just then, the guy relaxed too much. A kind-hearted passenger rushed in out of nowhere to tackle the bearded man, and during the struggle for the gun, they accidentally shot the driver. Just in the nick of time, passenger Laura jumped in, deftly taking the wheel and stabilizing the situation. With her extensive big rig driving experience, she quickly took over for the injured driver. The others thought they should stop and rush the driver to the hospital, but then Nick revealed the bomb on the bus. Everyone froze for a moment, but Nick had no time to calm anyone down. Defusing the bomb had to be the priority. Meanwhile, Officer Black was leading a team for backup, and Nick told Laura to maintain speed because he urgently needed to locate the bomb. However, after a thorough search inside the bus, he found absolutely no sign of a bomb. AJ told him the bomb might be underneath the bus, and with the driver's hint, Nick quickly opened the emergency hatch. Sure enough, there was a mini bomb down there. To make matters worse, he spotted something even scarier on the other side of the chassis. Nick's bravery could turn the bus into a piece of bubblegum. After that, they faced an even worse situation. Traffic ahead forced them to change lanes to the right. Laura had no choice but to swerve hard. The tower truck got hurled to the other side, crashing spectacularly. Soon after, the real thrill hit. The bus couldn't slow down and slammed into a barricade. Thankfully, the vehicle was fine, but a massive queue of cars ahead was waiting at a red light. Officer AJ still hadn't found a way to defuse the bomb, and they finally realized this person might be a bomb maker. He must have had some experience. Maybe the bomb maker, Walter White, previously worked with the police. They rushed to the database to dig up files. A sudden situation caught everyone off guard. The bus couldn't slow down, so Laura had to drive against traffic to avoid danger. Luckily, Laura successfully got the bus back on track at the next intersection. Nick urged Black to find a way around the city, but danger was creeping up. A woman was about to cross with a baby stroller. The bus instantly knocked the stroller flying, and Laura was horrified at the sight. Fortunately, there wasn't a baby in the stroller, just a pile of beer cans, and everyone breathed a sigh of relief except for that angry lady who wanted. Meanwhile, the police finally arrived to clear the way, and Black had found a clear route. This route was freshly completed and not yet open, making it the best choice, but the bad news was they had to make a sharp turn to get on it. To keep the bus stable, Nick hurriedly told everyone to sit on the right side for more weight, while Laura clung to the steering wheel with all her might. Nick jumped in to help, but the bus tilted dangerously due to their low speed. Everyone banded together. At the crucial moment of that sharp turn, they successfully avoided flipping over, and the tires regained their grip. Cruising onto the clear highway, Black called in a towed truck to transfer the passengers, but Nick quickly stopped him. Because Walter had warned Nick before not to let passengers off, or he would detonate the bomb. The bus wild rampage through the city immediately caught the media's attention. News channels dispatched helicopters for live coverage, and Walter saw this on TV, prompting Nick to receive a call from him right away. Walter urged Nick to hand over $3 ransom quickly. Nick agreed, but wanted injured driver out first. Driver was successfully offloaded to be rushed to the hospital, but just then, a terrified woman insisted on getting off. She ignored everyone's protests and insisted on leaving, but Walter spotted this and detonated the smaller bomb. The woman fell, shocking everyone, but they had no time to grieve. A bigger catastrophe was right around the corner. Black discovered a gap in the road ahead. It wasn't finished yet, and the contractor was slacking. He had just learned this news. The people on the bus were utterly speechless. It seemed they might all have to come to terms with their fate here. This was their only option. Nick instructed everyone to brace themselves as they were about to charge straight for the gap. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more thrilling adventures.